He is one of 5 NBA players who spent an entire career of 18 or more seasons with a single franchise. He is widely recognized as one of the greatest shooters in NBA history. He is one of only 8 players to join the 50-40-90 club and has made 2,560 three-pointers in his career. This is the story of Reggie Miller, and you are watching Dropping Dimes Media. He came from a very athletic family. His older brother, Darrell, played 5 seasons as a catcher and outfielder for the Los Angeles Angels. His sister, Sherelle, was a basketball star at USC and is considered one of the best women players ever. However, Miller had an unusual start to a professional athletic career. He was born with a hip deformation. He wore leg braces until 4 to correct the birth defect. Doctors questioned if he would ever walk unassisted. The braces came off when he was 5, and Miller made up for the lost time trying to keep up with his athletic brothers and sisters. Miller attended UCLA, where he received a degree in history. In 1984 through 85, the NCAA season, he helped UCLA to an NIT championship. In Miller's senior season in 1986, he was an All-Pac-10 selection for the second straight year and led the Bruins to a Pac-10 regular season championship in the first Pac-10 conference men's basketball tournament. He was ranked 4th in the nation in scoring as a junior with 25.9 points per game and then averaged 22.3 points per game as a senior. At the time he was drafted, he also ranked 2nd on the school's all-time scoring list behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The Pacers selected Miller with the 11th pick in the first round of the 1987 NBA draft. Fans were initially upset that the Pacers chose Miller over Steve Alford. Fans watching the 1987 NBA draft booed Pacers president for the selection. While playing for the Pacers, Miller wore jersey number 31, backing up shooting guard John Long before he became a starter. Miller gained a respectable reputation early in his career as he led the Indiana Pacers become a permanent playoff team. After Chuck was traded from the Pacers during the 1992 offseason, Miller established himself as the Pacers' primary scoring threat. On November 28, 1992, he scored a career-high 57 points against the Charlotte Hornets in a 134-122 win. In this game, Miller hit 16 of 29 field goals, 4 of 11 three-pointers, and 21 of 23 free throws. The 57 points he scored was the second highest total in NBA during the 1992-93 season. Only Michael Jordan's 64 points against the Orlando Magic on January 16 was higher. And still, that record stands today as the Pacers team record. Miller became a household name during the 1994 Eastern Conference Finals against the Knicks due to a phenomenal shooting performance in Game 5 on June 1, 1994, in which he scored 39 points, 25 in the fourth quarter alone, in the Pacers' 93-86 victory at Madison Square Garden. Miller made several long three-pointers during this quarter and engaged in an animated discussion of his ongoing performance with noted Knicks fan Spike Lee, who was always seated courtside. The win gave the Pacers a 3-2 series lead over the heavily favored Knicks, but they lost the next 2 games in the series. On May 7, 1995, Miller scored 8 points in 8.9 seconds in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Knicks, leading the Pacers to a 107-105 victory Following Jordan's retirement, Miller and the Pacers were considered one of the favorites in the East heading into the NBA lockout in the 1999 season. After earning the number 2 seed in the East, the Pacers once again met the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. That series ended badly for Indiana, as the 8 seed Knicks upset the Pacers in 6 games. In a critical 6th game, Miller had one of the worst performances of his career, scoring just 8 points on 3 of 18 shooting from the field. He also missed 7 of his 8 3-point attempts. In Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Philadelphia 76ers on May 6, 2000, Miller and his teammate Jalen Ross each scored 40 points, becoming the highest scoring pair of teammates in playoff history in the Pacers' 108-91 victory. The Pacers won the series 4-2 and returned to the Eastern Conference Finals for the 5th time in 7 years. This time, they finally broke through, defeating the rival Knicks 4-2. Game 6 at Madison Square Garden on June 2, 2000 was stilled by Miller's 34 points with 17 coming in the 4th quarter to help Indiana clinch the series with a 93-80 victory over the Knicks. The Pacers advanced to the NBA Finals for the first time and only time in franchise history, facing the Los Angeles Lakers, led by Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. The Pacers lost the series 4-2 as Miller averaged 24 points a game for the series. The Pacers struggled next year, falling to the 8th seed in the East. In Game 1 of the first round of the playoffs against the 76ers, Miller hit the game-winning 3 with 2 seconds left to secure a 79-78 victory. The eventually Eastern Conference champion 76ers took the next 3 games to quickly exit the Pacers. In 2002, Miller almost single-handedly eliminated the top seed and eventually Eastern Conference champion New Jersey Nets in the 5th and final game of the first round of the playoffs. In the twilight of his career, Miller deferred his leadership role to all-star teammate Jermaine O'Neal. Miller was an important locker room leader for his team and served as an inspiration to his teammates who wanted to win one for Uncle Reg. While Miller was no longer the team's leading scorer, he remained a go-to player in crunch time to the end of his career. O'Neal's respect for Miller was most evident on January 4, 2005, when after scoring 55 points against the Milwaukee Bucks, O'Neal agreed to be taken out of the game with 1 minute 43 seconds remaining to preserve Miller's record of 57 points. In 2005, following the lengthy suspension of star teammates O'Neal, Stephen Jackson, Ron Artest from a brawl with the fans in Detroit, Miller averaged nearly 20 points per game from stretches of the season. He scored 39 points against the Los Angeles Lakers on March 18th at the age of 39. In January, Miller angrily shot down rumors that he would retire at the end of the season, saying that he will only announce it through his sister Shirley if he did decide to retire. On February 10th, now a sideline reporter for TNT, Shirley reported that her brother had told her the previous day that he would indeed retire.
For 18 years, I've truly been blessed to be a Pacer and a Hoosier.
Miller's last game was on May 19, 2005, when the Pacers lost 88-79 to the Pistons in the Eastern Conference semifinals, ending the series 4-2. Miller led the Pacers with 27 points in the game, making 11 out of 16 field goals, including 4 of 8 three-pointers. The Indianapolis crowd gave him a final standing ovation when he was taken out with 15 seconds to play. Then Pistons coach Larry Brown called an additional timeout, during which the Pistons players joined in the ovation, a moment which provided closure to Miller's career into a season that the brawl between the two teams had overshadowed. Thank you guys for watching the video. Before you go, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.